Hello. You will see how I create an artwork poster from zero. Create the main subject of your artwork. Imagine a compositions and a style you would create. Then find a bunch of image that can match each other's. We going to start with our principal subject. I want to make a trippy butterfly mixed with a human 3D face. We have to cut out our subjects. Simply use the magic wand or the quick selection tool. We'll finish the details later. Now place the head layer underneath the butterfly's wing, making sure that the edges match. Next we will select the butterfly layer and do a Ctrl plus left click on the layer image, which will create a selection of the butterfly layer directly. We will then right click and choose Invert, which will choose an inverse selection area to that of the butterfly. Select the mask of the layer of the head, and with the brush tool we will erase the excess parts. We are going to hide the butterfly layer and invert the selection area once again and erase the excess parts in the head mask. Duplicate the layer of the head. Ctrl plus T to use the manual transformation of the selected layer. Right click and choose Symmetry Horizontal Axis to mirror the image, and we will manually place the image to create a symmetry. On this new mask we will erase the excess part with the brush tool with a reduced hardness so that the two images blend. Now we will display the butterfly layer again and play with its opacity and background values to make it more transparent and blend in with our image. With the brush tool we will erase the borders of the butterfly so that we no longer see any demarcation between the two images. To make the effect symmetrical we will do it on one side only. We will duplicate this layer, and as before we will reverse it. Then we will select this time the mask with a Ctrl plus left click on the mask of the layer. Be careful not to forget to reverse our selection. Then with the brush erase the selected area. Then delete the layer previously duplicate. We can duplicate the layer of the butterfly and rework on the mask and the opacity of the mask to better see the details. Once you're happy, it's time to go to the next step and create a background and the rest of our visual. Now that we have our main subject, we will create a scene around it. We'll start with the background. I chose this image of space, which gives an effect of perspective and speed. Try to set it as a background, and with the rectangle selection tool cut your image out from the edge to the middle. Then create a mask of your selection. Duplicate this layer and with a Ctrl plus T and right click, Horizontal Axis Symmetry, make a mirror effect and set the background so that it covers the whole area. We will add a human silhouette and a foreground by matching two images. With the magic bucket tool we will select the desired area, and with the quick selection tool we will refine the selection. Once it is okay we will hide the selected area and do the same thing with the other image. Once done we will match them. To create some relief I'll create a frame with the rectangle tool and I'll adjust the thickness of the outline as I want. We will then add a landscape for more depth to the image. On this layer, by double-clicking on it, I have the layer style panel that appears. In the blending options I choose the blending mode, linear density, addition, which will allow me to give it a transparency effect and to make it blend with my background. Then I'll add a mask and erase the area I don't want to keep. We are going to add an image in the second plan. With the fast selection tool I am going to choose the zone that I want and create a mask. Double-click on the layer and in blend mode I will choose Darken. I will duplicate the same layer and choose a normal blend mode and erase with my brush tool the areas I don't want to keep. This will allow me to intermingle my second plane with my background. I will add another element. This cool visual I'm going to select and hide. And finally I'm going to add a title with a cool typography. And that's it for the composition of the poster. Once you're happy, it's time to go to the next step in matching colors. Once you have your composition, it is time to add effects and match the colors together. A quick and easy way to get cool colors is to use a gradient transfer curve layer in the settings. Once the panel is open, simply choose the colors you want and make sure they look good together by gauging their position. To further improve the colors, I will play with the settings for color balance, hue, saturation, and vibrance. You can see that some elements are less visible as a result of this manipulation. Just go and change their colors. To make the elements stand out better, we will add effects to them. We'll start with our butterfly. We'll simply double-click on the group, add an outline, and a drop shadow. The same for the text, add a border, a gradient and a drop shadow. Same thing to make elements of the set stand out. We will double-click on them and apply a drop shadow to them. Once satisfied, select all our layers, group them and create a dynamic layer. Then we go to Filter to apply a raw camera filter. It's up to you to make your own choices of colors and rendering. I will work here on the basic settings, the color mixer, the effects and the calibration. Once you are satisfied with the rendering, all you have to do is validate. The advantage of doing this on a dynamic layer is that we can simply double-click on the Raw Camera Filter button to go back and modify our colors as we wish. And now you have easily created a visual for a poster design or any other media you want. If you like this video, subscribe and follow me on my social networks. If you like my visual, please visit my store Redbubble. Have a nice day.